Hi everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to build this 1/400 scale cargo building number 3 for your model airport. I hope you enjoy it.
Before we get started with the project, let's review some of the tools that we're going to need to complete this project. First of all, paper. You need to print all the different pieces for the specific project you're working on. You can use cardstock or you can use photo paper. You want something that is very heavy and thick. Cardstock works very nice, but I prefer using photo paper because the quality is better, the images are sharper and nicer. Uh, but again, you can use cardstock, it works pretty well. When you set up your printer, you want to set it up to the highest quality possible. And a lot of the printers, you go to preferences and then it shows you a bunch of, regular paper, photo paper, whatever. Always select photo paper, and then depending on the photo paper you're using, whether it's glossy or matte, then you set the printer accordingly. Also, if you're printing on cardstock, still use the photo paper setting. Photo paper in this case will be photo paper matte. On some of the buildings that you're going to be building, if they have a lot of glass, what I do is I print that on glossy paper, but most of the stuff I use the matte because it's going to be like cement or brick or whatever, so you don't want that thing to be all nice and glossy. So make sure that whichever one you choose to use, set it to photo and the highest quality possible. Next, we have to cut the paper, all the different pieces. So for that, I usually use an X-Acto knife. Be careful. These things are very, very sharp. For certain projects also you need a pair of scissors to cut some corners and stuff. It's a lot easier to do it with scissors. And then to guide you in the cutting, a nice ruler. I again prefer metal rulers because you don't have the problem with the blade kind of going in there if it's plastic or something like that. So get your ruler and get your cutting utensils. When it comes to gluing the whole thing together, I like to use contact cement. These are two of the ones that I use. I use a lot of them. Again, if you don't want to use these, that's okay. Anything that works for you. And in certain occasions, I have been using lately a stick glue. So again, whatever works for you, try the different ways and see, what works better for you. Also, I like to have around a marker. Sometimes you need to mark certain things or cover when you fold things, if it's black and then the fold is white, then you put the marker to cover that. And also once in a while you'll see me using a little bit of tape because if I'm putting something together and it's kind of small, the tape gives it a little bit more reinforcement. So anyways, this is basically what I use for doing these projects. Let's go ahead and get started. So now we're going to work on the cargo building number 3. Before we do that, I just want to talk about the way I like to do my cutting. I like to go from the outside to the inside, doing the scores first, and then doing the cutting following it. A score is basically a cut that doesn't go through the paper. You put very little pressure on the blade. And what it is, it when you do it and if you fold it, you get a very nice corner, very sharp. So to give you an example, I can just go ahead and take this very little pressure, just a quick pass. And then when you fold that, you see it comes out very nice and sharp. So on this one, you'll see where it says score, you score that also any dotted line, that means a score, any solid line in black means a cut. The little red arrows just show you which way the cuts or the scores, whatever, are going to go. For this particular model, we're going to take this here and fold it in and out to create like a little canopy in front of the windows and the doors and whatever. So we have to score in the front and then we have to score it in the back. So let's go ahead and do those first, and then we can do everything else. It's a little easier. So you look at this score and this score and treat it just like a regular score. Line it there and you line it over there. And then just go ahead and score it. Same thing down here. You line it up. You line it up. And then just score it. Now to score the back, what you do is just take one of these little pieces, little guys in here, and just make a real quick small cut so that it goes through the paper. There, here, here. So this is going to serve as a mark so you know where to do the scoring. So you do to here, to here, to here, to here. Now you flip the page. I don't know if you can see it, but you should be able to see the little marks that were created. So now you use those marks to line up and then score, 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 and score. And when we're done, you'll see what I'm talking about, all the folding and everything. So, okay, let's get started here. This is a score with some cuts in it. So once again, I line up with the dotted line here and the dotted line here. And in this case, I first do a score. And then you see it says here, cut this way and cut this way. So basically you cut until you get to that point, and from this point you cut all the way out. So we go down, here's another score. So you line up your dotted lines. And this one says a cut from here out and then from here out. So we cut all the way out and we cut up until there. You don't want to cut past that. So nothing else in here. Like I said, from the other side about the middle, and then either side about the middle. Look for a dotted line, another score here. Same thing, score and some cuts. So first we do the score, and then it says cut from here out. And then same here. Here until you get to that line. So we've done this one, let's do this one. So first we score, and then this one says cut from here to there. So we cut, and we cut until there. And that's it. Let's go around this way. Score, and then we cut from here out and from here in. And I almost missed that one. So this one we score and cut from here out. And then from here until there. And then we finally get to this guy. Same thing, a score. And then we cut. One more score. Cut and cut. So that should be it. Now let's see if everything falls the way it's supposed to. That one falls. That one falls. These fold. These fold. Fold, fold, fold. So everything looks good so far. Okay, so before we go ahead, let's do this little, like I was saying, little awning first. So for this one, you want to fold it in first. And then you're going to fold right along that line. You want to fold it out. And then you want to fold this one out the other way. So you see when you're done, you get a little canopy, a little overhang in there. So this one we fold it this way. And then we fold it that way, and voila, you get the other overhang. So let's start gluing things. First, let's glue the overhang. So I like to kind of go, back and forth, make sure that everything is good. Then the next thing we need to do is to fold this guy in. This is going to help with the structural part of the model so it doesn't bend. So you fold this one in. And then you fold it in. So you see this one also helps keeping this overhang from coming apart, coming loose. So then the next thing we're going to do is fold these guys in. We're going to put some glue here, here, and then here, and then at the end this guy goes over. So put some glue here, 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 here. And also went ahead and put some glue on this flap. Okay, so now what you want to do is bring these guys in. You can use your thumb to get the corners all lined up. Use the thumb here. Bring this guy over. And once everything looks good, then you take this guy and flip it in. And that one is going to hold everything together. So you move here, same thing. Take the corner, and then flip this one over. I like to make sure that the corners are nice and tight. And basically that's it. That is your cargo building number 3.